Ba 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 doo wop ba da ba boo. Hello. Hi. How are y'all doing this evening? Why does it feel like it's 11 p.m.? I don't know, but you're absolutely right. It absolutely does feel like 11 p.m. It feels really late. I'm already late, so I'm about to get started and jump on into some things. I'm going to be talking, of course, about the Astro Teas. Thank you. Um, Sun is in Scorpio. I'm going to be talking about Venus, um, Mercury retrograde shadow, and then I'm going to be doing a Facing Demons reading for the night. So let us get into it. So currently the sun is in Scorpio. Um, the mantra of Scorpio is I desire, and right now we are all being pushed to desire more depth, to get to the root of things, to get to the truth of things, and to see things for what they actually are. Um, for the purpose of transformation, and in that process, we can be very passionate, we can be very provocative and intense in our methods. But at the end of the day, we are pursuing a sense of healing and transformation. Um, so, even if you're feeling prude or pessimistic, as long as you don't let those energies take over you, then you should be completely fine. But you're definitely going to be in a mood of I'm desiring to dig deep and really acknowledge the truth about things and pull some things up from the darkness. With Sun being in Scorpio. Hello, hello, hey Janae. Um, Okay, so Sun is in Scorpio. Mercury and Venus are in Libra. That's going to bring a very assertive, charming type of energy. Um, we are going to be feeling righteous and idealistic in our relationships. But at the same time, we have a certain sense of detachment and withdrawal because at the end of the day, Libra is an air sign, and so that it does have that airy aspect to it. Um, because of the sun in Scorpio, this is not so much of a problem with Mercury being in Libra. I mean, Venus being in Libra. But sometimes when Venus is in Libra, we tend to avoid the deeper issues in our relationships. And that can obviously um, cause problems. So that's something else to be aware of. We're feeling more diplomatic and fair in our communications. We want to see things from both sides with the Mercury and Libra energy. Negotiations are a little bit smoother, but we are a little bit indecisive because we're kind of on the fence and we want to consider both sides of things. So that is pretty much the Mercury and Venus in Libra energy. We are also in Mercury post shadow retrograde, post retrograde shadow, post retrograde shadow. I
You
don't know
sure?
why I always have issues saying that. That is going to go on, I believe, until the 19th of November. Okay, so it's only really strong up until the 7th, so we'll have it really strong up through the next of this week. I mean, the end of this week. Um, and then on the 19th, I mean, through the 19th, it'll still be there, but just not as strong. So, yes, Mercury retrograde is over, but we are still in post shadow retrograde, period. And that is important to know because you're going to be still feeling certain energies from the retrograde. Why you not in the frame, fiance?
I told you you don't want to share the room with me.
Oh my gosh. Y'all, she just comes and sits next to me or stands next to me, and she don't want to be in the camera. Um, so Mercury is in Libra, post retrograde shadow, um, and that's where we're at. Uh, Again, that's gonna last strong until the 7th. It's gonna be over on the 19th. I'm just looking at my notebook, y'all. Y'all know I always have my notes. Um, Jupiter and Saturn are obviously still in Capricorn. That is going to be a continuous transit through the end of the year. Uranus is in Taurus and Mars is still in Aries. Mars is still in retrograde. It's going to be in retrograde until the 13th, I think, of November. Um, so that's still a very intense energy. I've talked about that in previous lives though, so I'm not going to go too in depth into that tonight. Last quarter Leo moon is going to be bringing an energy of review, release, and reconsider. Basically, what are we reconsidering? We're reconsidering the details before the new moon. We're reconsidering our intentions before we plant new seeds. We're reconsidering what we've done well during this harvest and what we need to go back to the drawing board and do a little bit differently. So that's what we want to be focused on with this last quarter moon in Leo. You'll also want to be reflecting on the revelations that you've gained over the year and what they mean for you with the coming winter solstice. Because once the winter solstice comes in, it's kind of like almost going into the new year. And, we want to be having a strong foundation to start on when that energy arrives. The last quarter moon in Leo energy is also bringing us a level of creativity to where we want to create more. We want to be seen. We want to put our talents out there. So if you've been feeling called to do so, do it. Stop questioning yourself. Stop doubting yourself about it. Just go out, do the thing. Let yourself be seen. Let yourself be heard. The world is your stage to perform on and transform through. So use it to your advantage. Hello to everyone that is just joining. I'm just wrapping up with the Astro Teas and then we're going to get into readings. Mercury is square with Saturn right now. That's going to create an issue as it relates to communication and structure because Mercury is the planet of communication and Saturn is the planet of restriction. So it's going to be like we feel resistance in authentically expressing ourselves and really allowing our mental energies to push quickly. Everything seems to be moving a little bit slower. And our thoughts and ideas are dominated with our duties and responsibilities more so than our creativity, which can be a problem. What y'all laughing at? What my my fiance, excuse me, them put in the chat.
I ain't do nothing. Y'all see I showed me blaming something on me.
I don't
I'm just
know.
sitting over here.
Everybody just started laughing and then you backed up. So I was like, what happened? Jupiter is in conjunction with Pluto. I talked about that last night, so I'm not really going to talk too much about that. But I will say, it just promotes an energy of healing and regeneration and really recognizing our power. This year, if it hasn't done anything else, it should have taught you how to do that. So thank you. So, here we are. And then I just told you guys that we're still in Mercury retrograde. Post Mercury retrograde shadow. Good Lord, I cannot talk today. Okay, so that is pretty much the Astro Teas for the week. If you did not catch last night's live, I would suggest that you go back and watch that because I dropped a lot of gems about Jupiter, about how to work with Jupiter. Use the energy of Jupiter to your advantage to aid in your expansion, and also just the transits of Jupiter that we're currently in and how you can work with those energies and how they benefit you based on your sign. So that's important to watch. I would suggest that you guys go back and watch that. But as for tonight, about astrology, that's all I got to say. Okay, what's needed right now, Odyssey? She said it is definitely needed right now. Why are you making these? Why are you making these faces? Anybody got any tarot questions that y'all want answered? The Jupiter Pluto aspect, yes, it definitely is needed right now. You're absolutely correct.
Hi, Mama.
Hi. Where are you? What do you mean? Where are you supposed to be, Miss Treese? What do you mean by that? I have a question. Is there anything I need to know regarding my move? I guess I'm just scared of things changing or going on. Oh, you guys are contemplating. Okay. So I'm gonna answer Bree's question first. Wow. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I do think that some things are gonna go wrong. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I feel like, you know, it may not happen right away. At first, it's gonna feel like something. This girl, I can't wait to get engaged. You know, you married. Stop playing. um. It's not gonna go bad right away. It's gonna feel good. It's gonna feel free flowing, and it's gonna feel like things are going in your favor. But I feel like it's something is going to happen to where there's a decision that you're gonna have to make, and you're gonna feel like your hands are kind of tied, and that is going to bring problems. And I feel like it's gonna be related to work and related to your finances or related to your living situation. Um, so that is what you need to know about your move, Bree. Um, Tiggy Hughes, stop getting readings from so many people. That's dangerous, especially about the same thing. That's not good. You can't be opening your energy up to so many different portals like that. Um, Let me answer Miss Treese because she asked me about moving first, and then I'll answer your question though. Um, Hold on. The way these cards just popping out, y'all. You sleepy?
25.
Oh, my back just popped. It hurt, but it felt good. You know, to answer your question, I don't know where you should be, but I don't think that where you are now is conducive to what you're trying to do. I feel like you've gained everything that you needed to gain from the situation. You've grown all that you needed to. You've, you know, planted your roots, grew your harvest, you know, made some mistakes along the way. But at the end of the day, it's like you're not receiving anything anymore from this environment, and it's not allowing you to go through the rebirth process that you need to go through. And I know it came through reversed. In order to thank you guys. In order to get to where you need to go. You're not going to be able to go through the rebirth process that you need where you are now. So it's definitely time for you to move. Where should you go? Somewhere that helps you feel balanced. The temperance card is all about balance. It's all about one foot in the spiritual realm, one foot in the physical realm. I can connect with nature, but I can also be about that city life if I need to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a couple of friends here that I can connect with, but at the end of the day, if I want solitude and I need to escape, I can do that without having anyone else come to bother me. Um, that type of thing. So I don't know where exactly in terms of location you should be, but you definitely need to move. It's time. That was from his trees. Odyssey says, I have a question. You already know what to do, boo. Drop your question in the comments. I got 3 readings from different people, including you, and was told that my work isn't going unnoticed. But I need to rest, relax. I'm tired of resting. I'm starting to feel stagnant. Okay, so what is your question? Are you like feeling like should you go back to work, or like what should you be doing next, or like what's your question? Over the course of the months, the readings. Okay, that's not bad. That's good. Okay, but like, so what is? I guess what. So you're tired of resting and you feel stagnant. So are you ready to move on to a different? I'm so confused. The rest wasn't in.
Some kind of so what's your next move?
So what's your next move is your question. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little sleepy, so I might just be a little delirious. It might be me. What is it with you in these spaces?
It was crazy.
Huh?
That was crazy.
I'm crazy?
Oh, see. Yes, you are. See, I can make my faces. My cousin. With me on.
So your next move is to, you need to let this situation die. Like, it's time for you to move on to something else. This version of you that you keep trying to play into, you're not satisfied with her anymore. And you're welcome. I definitely got you. Um, you're not in a place where the a lot of the things, you know, your work, your home environment, certain relationships, they're not working for you anymore. And you keep trying to cling to them based on history and because you don't want to overwhelm yourself. But really, in that period of rest, in that period of relaxation, you need to be going through a period of detachment and mourning and release, and really allowing these things that are no longer serving you to be clarified and then released and removed because you don't need them anymore. That is going to put you in a position of balance, like I talked about, you know, one hand in the spiritual realm, one hand in the physical realm. You're going to be having a certain clarity about where you're going because of that balance in your heart and crown chakra. And it's going to manifest physically for you, which will bring you a lot more joy. You'll find again that when you create that balance, which I think movement is your next move, you need to figure out damn connection issues. You need to figure out what you want to do. I feel like you know that you're dissatisfied, but at the same time, you don't know what would make you satisfied. And so once you figure that out, you won't be in a position anymore to where you're dissatisfied and unfulfilled and you need to figure out what cups you're going to release. You're going to be in a place of completion and happiness. We get the birth, the receptivity, the reset, you know, the abundance coming through, and the growth, the form of the tree. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Empress card represents. So, that was for Tiggy Hughes. Did that make sense? I know that was kind of choppy with the connection issues, but let me know in the comments, please, if that made sense. Okay, who is next? Am I focusing my energy in the right direction? Kind of.
Why am I not sleeping well and having a hard time getting to sleep?
Let's answer Luna first. I want to use the oracles for her. Excuse me, guys. I think you're not sleeping well because you don't feel a stable foundation. You feel like your foundation is unsteady for some reason, and you have a lot of anxiety and you feel unsettled, like something is about to happen, but you don't necessarily know what that is. And I think what it is there's going to come a time where you're going to have to move, or you're going to receive a message that's really going to change the course or the direction that you think you were going in. And I feel like this is either going to have to do with a paternal figure in your life or a man in your life. But at the end of the day, there's something that is at a discord right now, whether you know it or not, and you've been feeling it. That's why you have anxiety and you can't sleep, because your wheels are spinning and you kind of feel this anxious, overwhelming feeling. But the message is coming. And you're going to have to make a decision and make a movement that you may not be ready for, because it's going to be a journey getting through this situation. So that's why you can't sleep, Luna. You need to drink some sleepy time tea. It knocks me out every time. And I have bad insomnia. Am I focusing my energy in the right direction? Kind of wanting to make sure I'm moving in the right direction. Odyssey, seriously? Yeah, it's not coming through clear for me exactly what it is either, but it's something. It's something, girl. You'll know, I feel like. Maybe over the next month. With my internet these past couple of days, why it keeps pausing connection is so annoying. Tiggy Hughes said thank you, but you're welcome. But did that make sense to what I said? Hopefully it wasn't too choppy. Girl, I guess they say, girl, you giving away too much for free. Giving away too much for free, girl. Odyssey, you need to have sex. That's what's going on. You need to get some. You need to cuddle. Like,
cousin, what's up?
You need some male vibes in your life. You need some sex.
She needs some nuts.
Some pleasure. Some sensuality. Yes, honey.
I have an appointment
You're gonna feel so much better after your appointment. You gonna feel so much better after your appointment. I promise you. There you go. You're going to feel so much better after your appointment.
You gonna feel like a new woman. You didn't have a Snickers.
Hello? Okay, did I get everyone?
No, someone else asked about their job. Keep going. Right there.
Oh, I have a question. Is now a good time to leave my job that is not fulfilling? Let's see. Can you grab that for me? Thank you, my love. Yes, absolutely. It's time for you to go. You have the fish come through. That's to tell you that there's plenty of fish in the sea. This is the number 34. That's going to add up to 7. What does that represent? Assessment. Okay, what has been working for me in this situation and what has not been working for me in this situation? And how does that stack up? Is it time for me to really release this, or is it time for me to explore my options? So there you have that first. And then you have the goddess. Well, you already know that you're not getting everything that you need out of this situation. You already know that you want more. You already know that it's not fulfilling. You already know that you're not even tapping into your full potential in this situation, right? And then we have the 29. Okay, so that's going to give you 11, and then you're going to add that up to 2. So here with the 2, you're embracing your own duality in the situation. You know, the higher and lower aspects of you and what works for you in the situation and what works for you better as you move forward into a new situation. Letting the creativity and the ideas and the skills that you have shine over the situation or the people or the environment that you're working at. And then the crossroads. Well, you already know it's time for you to make a decision. This decision is definitely going to rock your stability. It's going to rock your foundation a little bit, but it's going to be worth it. So it's up to you to choose which way you want to go on the crossroads. But if you're going to ask me, I think it's time to let it go. That was for Divine Luxury Spa. You guys, check her out. Go follow her. She is bomb esthetician. Her skin is bomb. Her services are very affordable. Just go and follow her and look at the things. I'm telling y'all. And she's Black. Hello? Black woman-owned business. Black women deserve luxury skincare too. Okay? Go get your facials and things. Yeah, that was for you, my love. See, somebody said my favorite Esty skin is popping. See there? Need a facial now. See, I done started something. Okay, I think I got everyone's question. If you have a question that I did not answer, please drop it into the comments. Please. You're welcome. Thank you for joining the live tonight. Janae, you said you have a question. What's your next move? What do you mean, what's your next move on what? About what? Y'all, I'm obsessed with my ring. I have to take it back so it can get resized, but I really don't want to take it off.
Today, and I was trying to take
and
it
I was
to
like,
get
no,
resized.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. But I'm going to take it this weekend to get it resized, I guess. Hopefully they don't keep it for too long. Am I making the right choice with my kid's father? What do you mean you don't know how to ask? Yes, I'm the massage therapist. That's me.
Show that ring, girl.
Yeah, I'm the massage therapist. Show that ring, girl. I have to. It's so cute. Like, I was not expecting this. Janae, what do you mean you don't know how to ask? I don't know what you mean by your question, Janae, so I'm going to let you think about it. I'm going to answer Jean Marie. Am I making the right choice with my kid's father? I'm gonna say yes, you are making the right decision, but it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy. So expect a little bit of resistance, but yes, you are making the right decision. You have the goddess card come out, standing in your power, standing in your truth, setting your boundaries effectively. Yes, come catch these hands. I'm telling you, it's bomb. Call me. I will come to you. Um, you have the scythe, which lets you know that quick things are gonna happen, and there's a certain part of you that has to detach from this situation, and it's gonna feel like a death, but it's very necessary. And then the ship, which represents movement, new motion coming through. So, yeah, I think you did make the right decision. That was for Jean Marie. Luna Carmela, she is bomb. Thank you. Y'all, she caught these hands too. My birth control gets removed Friday. What should I do next? Why you so goofy? You got me laughing.
Because she told me to stop reading, but I had already read. Just answer a damn question.
I'm pulling.
Somebody said I think my question might be too personal.
I don't know, Janae. I feel like it might be time for you to leave it out. Leave it out. Leave it out. See what happens. You know, just let things flow. You want to be smart. You already know you have enough experience to like do what you need to do in terms of tracking your cycle and keeping up with certain things, you know, to know when and when you can get pregnant and when you can't. But I feel like you need some more time to think about it. Friday is not enough time, but definitely leave it out for a while. I don't think that you should get another one put in just yet. I think that you're going to find, even if you don't have another baby, I just feel like it's going to bring you closer with yourself and also closer with your husband. I don't know why I'm saying that, but that's just how I feel. But this is what's telling me that to leave it out, okay? So yeah. She said I love y'all energy. Thank you. She alright, whatever. Yes, this is a safe space if you want to ask a personal question. What you mean you're not worrying about no baby? So what you mean? What else does your birth control have to do with anything? You don't want to have periods or something?
Was it helping with your health or your cramps? Like,
I'm puzzled. Hormones.
well, sure. Ooh,
Were your hormones out of order without your birth control?
that makes somebody a whole different person.
Leave them out. I said what I said. Even if it's not about a baby, the message still said to leave it out. So I'm going to say that I said what I said and you need to leave it out. Maybe your hormones are not going to be as bad as you think they are. If it makes you feel better, I will draw again for you on this question, but I feel like the same answer stands.
She a different person. See?
Still, leave it out. It's going to be hard. You know, it's going to be definitely hard burden to carry, a hard adjustment at first. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's going to bring you closer to yourself and closer to your husband. So I said what I said.
Period.
Period, pose. Okay.
Weird.
Oh, thank you.
Y'all so sweet.
Y'all really are. Y'all, we've been friends for like ever,
And
but
she
we
beat
just
me
been
off
dating
camera.
for 5 years. I don't say that on camera. That's not true. Don't do that, because people really don't believe you. I cannot believe you.
I don't think they heard me.
They heard you with your crazy ass. I don't know why I feel like Bro the existing one. Just that's what Spirit just told me. But let me see what the cards are gonna say.
That is so funny. Whew, alright, I think I'm about to suck on you, baby.
You want to sleep on me? Oh. Dang, everything fell. You was warm. Where you going? Can you get that from me? I think you should pursue both, to be 100% honest with you. I feel like a part of the current business that you have isn't working, and there are some things that you need to revamp and renew and allow to go through a rebirth. Maybe even recruit some people to help you. But I do think that also pursuing a new venture is going to help you sow new roots, to help you pour back into your current business more, so it can look more like how you want it to look and feel more how you want it to feel, if that makes sense. I also feel like you need to recruit some people to help you and listen to people more often. So you need to pursue both. I feel like they're gonna feed, one is gonna feed into the other. Does that make sense? Who asked that question? By Shalisha. Does that make sense? Shalisa? Did I say your name right? I hope that made sense.
Can't have nothing.
What's yours is mine?
Nah, bro.
And what's mine is mine?
Nah. Absolutely not.
Anybody else have a question? Just some chocolate.
Some grown up chocolate.
I think it's gonna feel fruitful. I think that you'll make good connections. But I do think that there's gonna be some trauma. You know, you have the garden. This is a good sign. It's like adding yourself to a community is gonna help you blossom. You know, exploring a different side of yourself and working through that. But then with the clouds, it's like illusion, delusion, you know, false narratives being spun, not all the information being given at the forefront of things. And then the snake, which the snake can speak to transformation and restructuring of things. But I also feel like in this particular instance, it's going to be an assessment for you of like, okay, is this something that's worth me continually dealing with, or do I need to figure out a different avenue for this same type of project? Does that make sense? Okay. I think I answered. She said, "Woo, I'm gone." Okay. um, I think I answered all the questions, so I'm going to pull now for the collective facing demon spread. The questions are: what is the root of my insecurities? What should I forgive myself for? What part of myself do I feel needs protection the most? How can I effectively honor myself? What energies will add to my security? And then, of course, additional guidance and considerations. So, we're going to be shuffling.
What you do to Janae?
What did I do to Janae? I don't know. Hmm. That card. Oh, the facing demon spread. I don't know why. It's too raw for you. It's too real. Too real, rap raw.
Hey, Dirty.
Thank you.
Hey, cut that shit out.
Yeah, don't start, guys,
No.
please.
No. Don't. Adonis, stop.
He wanna bark so bad. Ain't no bust a grape. They wanna bark. All right, you guys. So, what is the root of our insecurities? The Seven of Wands. We have not been honest with ourselves, okay? Have not been honest with ourselves. I love real rap raw. I don't know why. I just always say that. We like deceiving ourselves into thinking that we are not worthy of the things that we want or the things that we feel like we deserve, even sometimes the things that we need. And so we settle for situations that are less than that. And we tell ourselves, oh, it's good enough for right now, or oh, it's okay, the person didn't mean that, or oh, the situation will get better over time. And we stay in the situation and stay in the situation and stay in the situation, and we surround ourselves with swords, we surround ourselves with snakes, and then we wonder why we're left in the spotlight to simply be killed or be drained. That is the root of our insecurities. We don't know our worth and we are deceiving ourselves, okay? What should we forgive ourselves for? Not listening, not being willing to learn, not being willing to take notes. Life is a school. And if you're going through the same cycles over and over and over again and nothing's changing, nothing's improving, nothing's shifting in your life, you're not living. You're just existing day to day, and you need to ask yourself why you have been unwilling to learn a lesson, why you have been unwilling to go through a process of rebirth, why you have been unwilling to add to your coins of knowledge so that those seeds of knowledge, mental fruit, can ripen into physical fruit. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? So forgive yourself for not taking the action that you need to take physically to manifest the mental ideas that you've been pondering, and also for not being willing to learn and take guidance, take direction. Okay? Um, what part of ourselves do we feel needs the most protection? The Hierophant in reverse comes up. That means that we feel like our authenticity, our individuality needs the most protection. We don't want to follow the status quo. We don't want to be traditional. We don't want to do what everyone else expects of us, what everyone else says we should do. We want to do what feels good to us. We want to do what feels authentic and right for us. We want to do what feels integrous to us. We want to create our own damn traditions. So we feel like we need to protect our authenticity and our individuality, even our individual thought, because it's under attack. And that's actually quite valid for everyone. um how can we effectively honor ourselves? Be willing to receive. Know that you are source. You are the creator. You can always give birth to something new as a black woman. As a woman, period. You can always give birth. Okay? But as a black woman, you can always connect to that source and give birth to your intentions. It's a matter of sacrificing what you need to sacrifice and doing the work. And also being receptive. We've been so bred for survival that we don't know how to receive sometimes and let people help us and be there for us and add to our lives. I was just telling my fiance earlier. I'm getting used to still saying that. I'm still getting used to saying that. About how I have like such a tight circle of friends and I'm usually so close off about letting new people in. But really, a couple of those friends really haven't been working for me for a while, and I need to be more open to meeting new people and stop being so guarded, because at this point I'm not guarding anything. You know what I'm saying? So whatever that applies to in your life, apply it, but be open to receiving. Okay? We always want to say that, oh, I have to do everything by myself and I have to be so strong, and oh, they want us to be this, they want us to be that. But we don't realize that we put ourselves in a position sometimes to do that. Like we'll be like, okay, if they said they don't want to do it, forget it, I'm gonna just do it myself. We don't ask nobody else. Like we don't even try to like create another avenue, or sometimes we don't even ask for help. Oh, they're not gonna do it like I'm gonna do it, so I'm gonna just do it myself. Or I've been doing it this long, might as well go ahead and continue doing it. You know, like don't adopt that attitude so much that you are unwilling to receive, because you're going to negate your rebirth in your birth process, your ability to create. That is what the Empress is about. Divine femininity. Janae says you got the cousins.
You said that earlier.
I did say that earlier. I got the cousins. What energies will add to our security? For that, we have the moon. We need to, in terms of energy, the moon is emotion, okay? So whether you need to tap into your emotions and go deep within yourself to pull out what is emotionally lacking, or what you're doing too much of emotionally, or whether you've been too in your feelings and you need to get out your feelings in order to be productive, that is what will add to your security. So whichever one of those applies to you, whichever side of the coin applies to you, you'll want to apply it. But basically what this card comes in and says is, when we don't face our emotional traumas and we don't face our emotional issues, we don't face our emotional demons, basically, all they do is simply resurface in different situations, whether it be friendships, relationships, jobs, environments, whatever. It's just going to keep on resurfacing in a different form until you deal with it. So face it, change the pattern, change the narrative, change your life. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Additional guidance and considerations. We have the lily, the bear, and the ring. The lily is all about pleasure, sex, life, connection, intimacy, sensuality, and also, again, with the three energy, like the Empress, divine creation, rebirth, divine femininity. Not even rebirth, birth, the form of the tree. The first sign where you start to see your seed grow and sprout up and blossom. Okay? We have the ring, commitment, stability, structure. This doesn't just mean committing to relationships like I got engaged this weekend, but also committing to your responsibilities, committing to the things that you want to do for yourself, committing to the things that you want to do for others, committing to the things that you want to do to your business. Okay? And then we have the bear. The bear is all about protection, security, and stability. So at the end of the day, like I said yesterday, if your crown chakra and your heart chakra are communicating well with each other and you have these two centers open and balanced, you'll feel protected and secure no matter what else is going on around you. Okay? So everything is mental. Nothing can manifest spiritually. Nothing can manifest physically before it manifests spiritually and mentally. So know that as above, so below is a real concept. It's not the devil. It has nothing to do with the devil. It has everything to do with the fact that everything is mental. And your perception will definitely create your reality. So the bear comes in and says, protect yourself, protect your nature, have a certain pride, a certain sense of values about yourself, and stand on that shit. No matter what. We can have expectations of people. They don't have to meet our expectations, but at the end of the day, we don't have to settle for their bullshit. Everything is about choice. And at the end of the day, I feel like Black people lack the ability to embrace the concept of self-preservation. We're so compassionate, so giving, and so loving that we forget that if we don't preserve ourselves, if we don't protect ourselves, if we continue to put ourselves out there for people to drain and to be forgiving and for people to hurt, then it ain't gonna be no more us. So at some point, you have to adopt an attitude of self-preservation. And regardless to what your empathy says for other people, regardless to your history with other people or situations, environments, whatever it is, if it's no longer serving the person that you want to be at this point in your life, detach from it and let that shit go. Okay? That is protecting yourself. It's not selfish. It's not evil. It's protecting yourself. And we all have the right to do that. So that is all I have to say. I guess we can end on that. Do you guys have any other questions for me? I will tell y'all, like I always tell y'all, book me. Go to 11moons11.com. That's the word 11, the moons, MOONS, and then the number 11.com. You can book a soul session with Shawnee. That's going to be your general reading. Or you can book a career, relationship, whatever. If you want more astrology in your reading, I would suggest that you book a cosmic card report. That's going to give you a shortened version of kind of the important planets in your chart as well as tarot. If you want a full natal chart, you can get that. Y'all know y'all can get the glosses. Y'all can get the glosses. Y'all can get the butters. Y'all can get the oils. It all smells amazing.
Leave reviews.
I have a testimonial right on the homepage. You can go there, leave a review. Even if you haven't paid for a reading with me and you've gotten a reading with me via live and it was so profound and it hit you, leave a review. It helps me out and I appreciate it. If this message or these messages rather resonated with you, share this live, like the live, share the live, send it to your friends, save the live. All of that helps my Instagram algorithms and I need that, okay? When you're trying to grow a business, you got to be on social media. You got to follow in line with the algorithms. So I'm just trying to be out here and growing. We love you too, Janae. And thank you all so much for joining this week. I will see you all on Monday for Moonlit Monday, where I feel like I want to talk about Venus. So I'm going to say that we're going to talk about Venus, but y'all know me. I might change my mind. Of course, I'm here every Wednesday, so I will be here next Wednesday with the Astro Teas and the free readings for you guys. Again, thanks for joining. Thanks for all the congratulations, and I hope you all have a wonderful night.